we're now going into Founders Only Top 5 presented to you by Shoppable. There you go. Shoppable business. Now I want to understand, Beryl, top 5 founders, no form or fashion. The only people you cannot include is yourself and me. Who's your first founder that you want to give flowers to and why?
In the Philippines, well, I'll give it to Ron, right? Ron Host of Coins.ph.
Entrepreneur of the decade. There you go.
From Endeavor, right? Like
Yep.
it was no, so he's like my mentor. I learned a lot from him. I was part of the founding team of Coins.ph, right? And I've worked with him closely, and there's a lot that I've actually learned from him. And he's one of the first that really like exited Coins with an international
the proper
acquirer.
exit. There you go.
Gojek, right? And then Gojek actually sold it again. And the acquirer was Way, right? And it's really hard to sell a startup and then for it to kind of like survive after an acquisition. It's another challenge. And Coins today is still there. Of course, differently managed, right? But it's kind of still like the Coins.ph theme, right? Like logo is still there. I don't know if some of the early people are still within like Coins, but I've learned a lot, right? That was like my first real dip within like the crypto ecosystem, right? That gauged like my that really increased my interest exploring and going deeper in the space. So yeah, that's one.
Okay.
I've learned a lot from him, so I give him.
Who's your second pick?
I would say maybe Stephanie C.
Oh my God, the real queen of AI. There you go.
Ever since that she's come back to the Philippines 10 years ago, she's worked on AI, and until today, it's still AI, right? And maybe AI, it also goes through a roller coaster ride. It's hot, and then one day it kind of dies down, and then it's hot again, right? But she's been there. She's run her company for quite some time, and she's regarded as one of the leaders in the scene, right? So yes, Steffi.
Great pick. How about your third pick?
So in my space right now in Web3, I'd say Renz Chong. Right, he did very well.
Is this still called Breeder DAO?
Sovereign Breeder DAO Sovereign. They rebranded.
Got it.
But it's the same team. I'd say that this was in 2022, right? 2022.
I had him on the show.
Oh, you did? Yes. So he played it very smart. Before the markets really crashed, he really converted a lot of his investments into US dollars, right? A stable coin, right? So his startup was not really impacted by the fluctuations of the market, which is, he managed his treasury very well. There are very, very few startups in the Web3 space that manage their treasury really well to survive, the dips of the market. And you could actually see that he started with creating like assets, right? And then he pivoted, right? Until he could actually, he could afford to, right? Because he's he's on top of a big treasury in US dollars, right? So he could afford to kind of
financial discipline. There you go. Because he had that background from the onset, and he knew again, being an OG also in the crypto space, he knew how to hedge. And again, timing. He called it the right way. So when in doubt, convert to USDT. Unless they go to war, then we're fucked. Okay, now who's your top last two founders? Fourth pick.
Oh, fourth. Well, I could think of as my husband.
There you go.
So Christian Bester has been in the space for quite some time, right? And recently he's decided, I'll do my own startup, right? So I've seen him going through ups and downs, and right now he's decided to stick to something that he knows truly well, which is in healthcare. And I've, since I got back to the Philippines and spent a lot of time with my parents, Like this person died, this person got sick, this person has diabetes, this person has stage 4, like
Dude,
everything
we're at
is,
that age
when you
na.
get to that age, my
Okay,
parents'
yeah.
age, like everyone around them is sick or dying or
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. And then when I look at the metrics, there's like a growing aging population in the world, right? And we need to think about preventive measures. And I feel like healthcare is such an important kind of area, right?
It
and
is.
And because of what he's doing, I became a little bit more, I'd say, very careful with like what I eat, right?
Yep.
I work out more. But yeah, so yeah, his startup is called Moongig, right? And he really wants to upskill a lot of medical practitioners, particularly nurses and doctors. So maybe he could
also
go on your
happens to
next.
be my former investor in Kickstart. There you go. I still remember a couple of meetings that he literally physically accompanied me in the Globe Tower because I was just a young 23, 24-year-old who didn't know what the fuck he was doing. So big shout out to Chris. All right. Yeah. And last and definitely not the least, who is the fifth founder on your list?
Since I mentioned Zakuna, then yeah, Jay Villarante, right? He's been in the space for a really, really long time too in crypto, and he's still there. And he saw an opportunity in cybersecurity. So he has
and also Money Bees,
Money Bees, and then now he has Zakuna, which is cybersecurity, which makes a lot of sense now that we're really, really, our life is all digital right now. Cybersecurity is super important.
I absolutely agree. And thank you so much, Beryl. It was great catching up with you. Appreciate it.